it's Julia, and today in this video I'm going to be installing Windows 10 Extreme Lite version 2.1 on this computer, which apparently, I tried it yesterday, but it turns out the Wi-Fi was not working, but Bob Pony fixed it. So now I'm going to be installing it on here. So I have this disk that I just created. I need to do this. He fixed some bugs. He fixed an issue with, for example, when it's booting, it'll show a Windows logo. It has the old version on it right now, so it's not going to show it. See, there's no logo. He fixed that, and as well as he fixed the Wi-Fi. Because the problem with this one, which I'll show you, the Wi-Fi won't work. I tried it on 3 different computers, and I guess it was just some glitch that he didn't notice before releasing it. Which occasionally things like that can happen, so at least I was able to find the glitch, let him know, and get this solved, so that way we can have the Windows 10 Extreme Lite with Wi-Fi support completely fully working. So I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna also, I had a clip. I'm gonna probably get rid of all those clips of failed attempts, but I'm gonna put a clip showing you guys how to burn the ISO to a disk. Now the name of the download has not changed, but it gained some megabytes, obviously, to fix the issues. So it's pretty much the same file name that's in the video, because he hasn't updated the file name. Okay guys, we're back. I put a disk in the drive. I had to get my thing I had to hook up to my computer, the external one, since my computer doesn't have a disk drive. So this ISO is only 539 megabytes. I'm gonna right click it, burn disk image, which is a quick way to burn one. And then we got our disk burner selected. You could verify it, but I'm just not to in this case. And then I'm gonna click burn, and it's going to burn this ISO image to a disk. Not sure if you can hear it, but it's working on burning it right now. Shouldn't take long because it's only 500 megabytes, which is very small for a Windows ISO because it's obviously Extreme Lite, which shows that technically you don't need everything. It'll work, it's just different. Like, you won't have all that extra stuff that a lot of Windows has. It's just like very stripped down. So it's not moving so far, but I just want to hopefully see it. Hopefully it moves. It should. I think it's just taking a minute. There it goes. This shouldn't take too long. Good thing I have some discs. I have a pack of them, so that comes in handy when I need to burn Windows to a disk. So I'm just going to let this do its thing. And I'm going to come back when it's done, and we're going to install it on another computer. It may end up being later in the video, as I may have to do things, but hopefully not. So I'll be back. You can see the Wi-Fi on the old version doesn't work, and when you click it, it just closes instantly. Like, I'm just going to click it once. It's there, and then it's gone. So if you go in settings here, and I went to network, there's not even a Wi-Fi thing. And then using another program he said to try to get the internet working, showed that it didn't have like the proper services. So I guess I left a couple things out that were needed. So we're gonna reboot. We're gonna go to the boot menu. We're going to get this new one installed. And I'm going to show you that this one does indeed work. So this ISO is based off Windows 10 Pro instead of the last one being based off Windows 10 Enterprise, as well as this is based off of the creator's update version of Windows 10, build 15063. So I'm just making new videos. This video is just going to be the clips of like me installing it. I'll have another video of the virtual machine. I made a video, but it's the other version. But I might just redo it talking about the new version and everything. or putting a clip before I show it and cutting out some of the other stuff. That might be what I do, because it's pretty much the same except for a couple things, and that's it. So yeah, the CD drive on my Acer sounds pretty bad. However, if you hold it in, it's fine. But if you let go, it sounds bad. But it still indeed works. It sounds very bad, but it still works. So this may take a couple minutes to boot to the setup, so I'm gonna come back when it's booted in the setup. Alright guys, so we're back. I'm going to just, for now, I'm gonna leave the other one, but again, I'm going to delete these two, because the other one is, I think, the Windows 7 Lite, but a different one that had Wi-Fi support. So I'm just going to click next, and it's installing Windows now. This shouldn't take long. I'll let you know how long it takes, but just to save time in the video, I'm going to come back. Okay, so here we are getting devices ready. It rebooted and it did a couple other things, and it's basically just, I guess, installing this. Getting ready. So I might just see command prompt flash, I think. Not sure. Oh, it's restarting now. I'll come back when it does something. Okay, so after all the Windows stuff, it came back to this. So I think it's like basically finalizing everything, finishing up all the setup and whatnot. So let's just wait and see what it's doing here. I'm not sure. I think it's trying to like set everything up, and hopefully the Wi-Fi will work, which would be really cool because then I could have it with Wi-Fi support and it'll work awesome. And if it doesn't work, I know a little workaround that might help that he told me about if it doesn't work still. But my guess is it's going to work. Now it says just a moment. So I'm guessing it's working. So this is like a very good lightweight operating system that will work very well on older computers that you may have that are really slow on regular versions of Windows, and you want something that's just nice and quick and doesn't have all that bloatware, and it's very clean, doesn't really take up any space, and it's just a very good thing to put on older computers, such as this old Acer I have. This was actually my very first laptop I got in Christmas of 2009. So this laptop has been around for quite a while. The reason why I got a new one was because this one started just not working right. Like, I reinstalled Windows because it kept like pegging the CPU to 100% constantly, and then it was still doing it. And then I couldn't get the Windows updates to install properly because with the updates, like, they just kept failing like over and over, and it was just, there was just something wrong with it, I guess. But again, that was a 64-bit version, which did have like all the bloatware, and it was Windows 7 back then. Windows 10, I noticed, runs a lot quicker on this older machine, because I've noticed on many computers that I've tried Windows 10 on, it just ran so much more smoothly. But then when I had 10 on this one, it was laggy, probably because it was 64-bit, because the later version, it was just 64-bit version, and it was really laggy. And I think it was an older build of Windows 10, like 10586. I don't think it was the anniversary update. I just ended up wiping that because the computer pretty much just sat in a closet for several months. So it wasn't even being used. So even when it was used before the anniversary update came out, so it didn't have it yet. So this should, I think, really help this laptop. Even the Windows 7 Lite was laggy on this thing. So I feel like the Windows 10 Extreme Lite is going to be a lot better. See, we're at the desktop now. Hopefully everything will work as expected. We got our little README here. Uh-oh. It just shut off. Did the power go out? Well, I don't know. I'm booting it back up. I think because the charger I'm using for it right now is not meant for this laptop. In fact, I don't think it has enough power. I do have the battery taken out of here, but this charger is meant for a mini netbook. I don't have the charger for this computer. It was my dad gave his friend the wrong charger when he accidentally took his, and then I had his, so. And his charger doesn't fit in this machine. If it doesn't fit, I don't think, in any of my machines. It was a goofy charger. So I just, I was like, okay, I need another charger, I guess, for this computer. I need to get it back, which maybe a little bit till I get it back, but I'll eventually get the proper charger back. But that's probably the reason why this computer likes to shut off, is because this charger is not meant for it. So it does that sometimes. Sometimes it'll just shut off when you're using it with this charger, I've noticed, because it doesn't have enough, I guess, power to keep it up if you're doing like something intense. It was probably getting off because it just got on the desktop and then it shut off. So hopefully it won't do that this time, and hopefully we'll be able to get on the desktop successfully. I wonder how fast this would be on my main computer. However, this is a 32-bit version. This is not a 64-bit version, but he's working on a 64-bit version. So here we are. Let's go to the properties. I'll show you the properties of this computer. First thing I'll show you. Got Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Extreme Lite version 2.1, as this is the newer updated version. We have our 3 gigs of RAM, which 32-bit does support. 32-bit operating system. We have our AMD processor. I'm not sure. I think that's actually might be Bob's number. Not sure. But Bob Pony support. You need help from Bob Pony. There you guys go. 24/7 online. There's online support too. Wonder if that probably takes you to Bob Pony's website, but we need to connect to the internet. So this has to connect to the internet to activate. I'm not sure if that's picking up the key for this computer or not, because to be honest, not really sure. I think that's a generic one. Let's try the Wi-Fi. Oh, and look at that. We got our Wi-Fi showing up. So let's just connect. And I have to type the password now. So let me do that. I typed it, but I don't see it connecting. Hold on. Maybe I typed it wrong. That's why I had to set that down. I did it, and it won't work. We click next, it says connecting, and then it says forget about you. Let's try Xfinity Wi-Fi. Although I really do not like connecting to Wi-Fis that are open, because that's just me. I don't like open Wi-Fis, but I'm doing it anyways, because I want to see if I can at least get on any Wi-Fi network. Uh-oh, it's taking longer than usual. Maybe the Wi-Fi support wasn't completely fixed in this version. But he did say if it wouldn't connect to use another program, and I have it on a flash drive, but this computer has broken ports, so I might have to put it on an SD card, and this doesn't seem to be going well. It's showing the status when connecting to another Wi-Fi, but when I connect to mine, it just doesn't do anything, which is really weird. Okay, you know what? I'm canceling that. And now it just froze, I think. I'll be right back to get that program. Alright guys, so this program called PE Network, which I got off my SD card because this computer has broken USB ports. It says it started. I don't know how else to use it, but let me figure this out. Guys, I got this working on another computer. I had to connect it through that program, but I had to change something. So you guys can see, we now have Wi-Fi. Yay, it works. So I'm going to go connect this on the other computer. I'm going to turn this one off and connect to the other one and show you guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to get this working. So after you download or install Windows 7 Extreme Lite, you're going to have to download and install or download PE Network, and you're going to have to use this to help you connect to Wi-Fi, as the one that you use to connect with Windows doesn't work. So I'll leave a link in the description to PE Network so you guys can download that. So you're gonna go here, you can go to Wi-Fi, and then change your adapter to what your Wi-Fi is. Click on your Wi-Fi, enter your password. So after that, it should work. I'm not sure if I typed that right. And I did, and look at that, then you're online. So after that, you can close it, and you're good, and now you're connected to Wi-Fi. Now I just gotta get a web browser on here, and hopefully this Windows will activate, as I do have a Windows 10 Pro license. So if it doesn't, I'll be telling Bob. I might have to insert the product key, because it does have a license for this computer. Let's see if it says it's activated. Well, we go to About here. I like how it was changed there. And if I go to Properties, hopefully it worked. It's activated, yay! So if you do have a Windows 10 license for that machine, it will auto-activate, but that's only if it's Windows 10 Pro. So that is really cool, as this computer does have a license and it's accepting it, and it's knowing that there's a license for this computer. So I can personalize them. So I'm going to make this dark theme, if that's an option. Yes, it is. And that looks so much better. We'll see if it actually updates. I'm not sure if it will or not. And no, it says forget about you. I guess I can't get an update in security. I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm pretty sure on Windows 10 Lite you can't even get there, because I don't think I've ever been able to get in that setting. So you know, it'll probably auto update in the background, so I guess there is that. So anyways, so this is Windows 10 Extreme Lite version 2.1. Version 2.2 is gonna have the PE network built in, he said. So he's got a little memo here, or note, telling you a readme about everything, and even what's new, fixing Wi-Fi issues and things like that. Fixing when you couldn't open network settings, which I couldn't open before, but now I can, and then fixing the boot screen logo. So I think this is really cool. This is really awesome. And thank you, Bob Pony, for making this, as this is just really cool, and the fact that it's activated and it runs really smooth. I just got to get a web browser installed, but all you do is put it on like a flash drive, or in this case an SD card, because this computer has broken USB ports, so I'll have to use this. They don't work. They're like completely broken out of there. I'm not even going to try to plug anything in. It just doesn't work. It won't even go in correctly. Well guys, I'm going to be showing you the video on a virtual machine. It's the older version, but pretty much it's it's only fixing mostly Wi-Fi problems, except for the boot logo thing. Other than that, and the virtual machine doesn't use Wi-Fi. So I'll get that video posted later, but I'm going to post this video first, showing Windows 10 Extreme Lite on a computer. I feel like this would run very smooth, just really quick, and much better for older machines. So I'm glad I was able to get this to work finally, because I've been wanting to test this with Wi-Fi support. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. That's all I have for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and bye bye for now.